人も魔王も正教会も全て等しく俺の敵だ。お前のようにな、クレイマー。
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Episode... I think it's episode 10 of season 2 part 2. I'm not 100. Yes, it is. Sorry about my bed behind me. It's a bit messy. There's no cover on it or blanket or anything because when I was sleeping last night, for some reason my cat just jumped onto the bed and peed. I don't know if she was mad at me or what, but yeah, I had to, all of that had to be washed, and I had to take the cover from this bed just so that I had a blanket because it's really cold in South Africa right now. It doesn't look that way because I still have a blanket here, but it's cold for me. But I just took a hot shower and got ready, so right now I don't feel too cold, but yeah. It should just be a few more weeks and then we have summer. I can't wait. Anyway, the reason why you're here, slime, reaction time. Let's go. As usual, I will share my thoughts hopefully by the end and not feel the need to pause in between, but we'll see. Okay. Thank you for joining, and I hope you like this video. Let's jump in.
クレイマンは長い演説を行った。要約するとこうだ。魔王カリオンが俺をそそのかし、魔王を名乗るように仕向けた。
カリオンの軍勢がテンペストに滞在しています。それが証拠です。お分かりいただけたと思いますが、そこのリムルなる卑怯な魔人は魔王を戦勝する愚か者。粛清するのがよろしいかと思います。以上です。
Isn't it funny how oftentimes people doing stuff like this, blaming others, pointing fingers, are so often exactly what they accuse others of being? A fool who gives demon lords a bad name.
それでは次に来客からの説明となります。
お前、嘘つきだな。
何？
ぶっちゃけ、俺は魔王なんてどうでもいいんだよ。カリオンさんが俺をたぶらかしたってのもデタラメだし、ファルムス王国は勝手に欲書いて攻めてきただけだしね。
はっ、そんな言い訳を誰が信じるというのだ。私は手下を殺されているのだぞ。
ミューランは生きてるよ。
Oh, she would just pop up. I know she can't.
何を言うかと思えば。ミューランの死体に細工し、悪霊でも取り付かせたか?
Once again, literally the what's his name? The puppet master or something? He blames him or accuses him of what he did. The freaking blasphemy is not the right word. What's the right word? The audacity!
程度の低い真似をするなよ、スライムが。
はったりじゃねえよ、バカ。お前の軍は潰したぞ。次はお前の番なんだよ。
That face though.
皆様、騙されてはダメですよ。このスライムははったりを得意としているのです。粛清、そうです。粛清せねばならぬと考えますが。
認めろよ。お前の指示でカリブリスを復活させたってことは、フォビオって魔人が証言してくれるぜ。その映像に映っていた道家たちから提案されたってな。そして実際にお前の配下がカリブディスへと変身して暴走した。これが明確な証拠ってもんだ。はったりと思うならそれでもいいさ。そう思ったまま死ね。暴挙というならだ。お前演説しながら俺の精神を支配しようとしていたよな。俺にはそんな攻撃は無駄だ。だがワルプルギスでは喋りながら精神支配を仕掛けるのはありなのかよ。
いいな。この場では全員に公平なように自分の言葉でのみ相手に訴えることを是とするよ。
しかしギーよ、こいつは魔王を侮辱。
黙れよ。俺が気に食わないって言うなら、これは俺とお前の問題だろ。俺は俺が楽しく過ごせる国を作りたいだけでね。それを邪魔する者は人も魔王も正教会も全て等しく俺の敵だ。お前のようにな、クレイマン。
I have to say, the fact that everyone there is so like calm and collected, and like I don't know how to put that differently, but they're, you know, they listen and they have, it's like they have their wits about them, right? And the Clayman is there fucking screaming and pointing fingers. You know how often that happens in real life, and then people believe the Claymans of the world. Like,
その通りだな、クレイマン。お前も魔王なら自分自身の力でもってそこの魔人を倒してみせよ。ちょうどここには見届け人が揃っている。俺たちの前でクレイマンに勝てたなら魔王を名乗ることを許そう。
クレイマンに勝つだけで全て型がつくということだな。
やれやれです。出番ですよ、ミリム。
of course he won't fight his own battles. Not surprising.
Oh, お前さ、結局は他人だよりか。しかもさっき殴ったりしたミリムまで巻き込むとはね。
くだらんな。もちろん私も戦うさ。ゲーよ、文句はあるまいな。
構わない。ミリムが自分の意志で君を手伝うというのなら止めないとも。
非常にまずい。クレイマンはともかく、ミリムはやばい。いや、絶対に助けてやるよ。すぐに解放してやる。まあいいさ。俺としてはミリムを助けるつもりだったし、死ぬのはお前だよ、クレイマン。俺が出たんじゃ弱い者いじめになるからな。俺の部下くらいがちょうどいい。
なんだと
Oh, so satisfying.
リムル様、よろしいのですか？普通殴る前に聞くよね。
I don't feel bad for him.
貴様
ミューランの話にあったクレイマン5本指、母子のナインヘッドだと推測。
そういや、そんなこと言ってたな。ってあれ、数で負けてね。ベレッタ。これは
国魔王ギーによる結界です。結界内部外部からの一切の干渉が不可と推定。
やっべえ。
ミリム、そいつを殺せ。
思考加速で時間を引き延ばしてラファエルさんの性能をフル活用して、それでギリギリか。反撃なんて考えてる暇はなさそうだ。俺にできるのはミリムの洗脳を解くことに集中するのみ。
Get that necklace off her.
チョコ材な。
Wow.
シオン、ランガ、ラファエルさんがミリムの解析鑑定を終えるまで時間を稼いでくれよ。
ラミリス様、我も戦いたく存じます。
ちょっとゲイ、私はレムルにつくからうちのベレッタも参戦させたいんですけど。
まあいいけどよ。
感謝します。原初の赤ルージュ。
一つ聞く。お前の系統は？
我は末端グレーターデーモンでした。ですが我と同系統は非常に少ないかと思います。
数の少ない系統か。そうかよ。道理で俺を恐れないわけだ。あの系統は自分勝手で興味本位だからな。そんなお前が自分より強いと認める者がいるのか？
我などまだまだです。
お前の気持ちは理解した。
I feel like some information is being revealed here that I don't yet fully comprehend. Like it's being hinted at, but I won't know until.
言っていいぜ。
それでは失礼。
そうか、そうかよ。お前も動くのか。原初の黒、ノワール。ノワールが使えるとなると、あのスライムはさぞかし面白い存在なのだろうな。リムルという名だったか。覚えておくとしよう。
美しいでしょ。
確かに強いが言うほど美しいか。怒ってる。あれが爆発すると怖いぞ。
お待たせして申し訳ありません。リムル様、我の力もお役立てくださいませ。
待ってたよベレッタ。シオンに手を貸してやってくれ。
はは。
ベレッタ、遠慮はいらん。叩き潰せ。よし、もう負けはない。あとはミリムを解放してやれば完全勝利だ。
アン、ベルゼビュートによるエネルギー吸収攻撃を提案します。
それだ。ベルゼビュート。
Would be that easy?
聞いてる。よし、これはいい。少しずつでもダメージを積み重ねて呪縛が解けるのを待とう。
Okay.
隙あり。
コク、罠と推定。
Did it wear off just in time? That was so funny. Oh, I love that.
次回、起死回生。
Well, well, well. That was quite something. I love the punchline at the end. Badumts. The best parts were animation-wise when Rimuru and Milam was on the screen. But a lot of this episode was really, really good. I'd probably give it a 9 overall. Let me just read through some comments first. Clayman's existence is to become a fool. He is the entire circus. He is the most coolest character I have ever seen. No, he's just like... I don't even understand how someone... Yeah, actually I get what you're saying. With coolness. It feels like he's dumb. Like, I'm surprised how this character that is so dumb got this far. But you know what I think? Maybe he didn't used to be like that. I think he was more calculating and actually smart to get this far. But now he's gotten cocky and he's snapping under the pressure because he shouldn't be this far. And he knows it. Because... shouldn't even be at that table. Clayman is not the entire circus anymore. He's the entire joke. He likes to stroke his ego a lot, but he's clearly nowhere near as cunning as he thinks he is. I think he used to probably work harder to get further. But now he's just gotten cocky and... the audacity. This is pretty cool, a list of all their species. Gi, demon, Ramirez, pixie, Milim, dragonoid, Dagrul, giant, Roy, vampire, Dino, fallen, Frey, harpy, Leon, demonoid, Rimuru, slimu, Clayman, and then it says death man, but it's scratched out, dead man. Good one. Lunar 02. Unpopular opinion. Veldora doesn't get much screen time, even though he is everyone's favorite and a big character. Veldora not getting much screen time, I don't see as an opinion. It's a fact. He hasn't gotten that much screen time. But the part about everyone's favorite, I guess that's an opinion because he's not everyone's favorite. It's not my favorite, but he's definitely a favorite, if that's what you mean. I definitely agree. He kind of steals the scene whenever he's on the screen, right? And then the last thing they say, he's a big character, which yes, he is a very big or important, entertaining character. Mirim trying to kill Rimuru, ... Veldora, chotto mate kudasai. Oh, so great, so great. I just love that moment so much. Let's take a look here. I just made 2 notes. The one was about... There was one thing that I should have taken a note of. Something about... The person who Guy was talking about after Beretta went into the... No? Yes. After Beretta went into the barrier... There was someone that he talked about that's probably going to be... who he said that was... and that's why he said he was going to keep an eye on Rimuru or remember his name. So there was definitely someone important being set up there. And then I made just a note about Clayman losing his cool, which I said... it says so much. Like, I get that sometimes when you are arguing with someone and it touches on a personal topic, everyone loses their cool every now and then. It's natural. But now, he is he's a leader. He's supposed to be this big shot demon lord. They're all sitting there, calm as fuck. What is this new thing people are saying about drip? I'm fucking 28. I don't know the lingo anymore. But people are talking about drip this and drip that. They're all there dripping. Except for fucking Clayman, who's just freaking out and screaming. And yeah, it's like, dude, you don't belong here. You don't have the balls to be here. And that is including the harpy girl. Because I'm talking about figurative balls. Then... how interesting was it that Clayman accused, and this is not about the story, it's just something that I thought about because it makes you think of stuff in the real world. Clayman was saying that he used magic, Rimuru, to fake the video images, right? And I was thinking to myself, these days, I wonder, like, 20 years from now, or even 10 years from now, I don't know, how difficult it's gonna be, how difficult the world is gonna be when people can already put their faces using something as stupid as Snapchat. At home, you can already put your face on someone's face and it looks like you're singing. Like, in 10 to 20 years from now, imagine the kind of technology that will be available for people to fake even video proof of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like it's more important than ever for people to start learning to think critically. You know, because every single day we're hoarded with information from the internet, truths, half-truths, biases, eventually even video proof and this and that. And I just think that, yeah, it's now more important than ever to teach people and to develop our own critical thinking skills. And to remain, not to be the other people in this room. Calm assessment. Seeing what's going on. Okay, this guy is accusing him and he's accusing him. Except don't be like Clayman, who just points fingers and screams. Don't even follow someone like Clayman, please, for God's sake. But thinking about all of that, in the end, they have to fight it out. And isn't that what freaking... That's kind of like sad, because, you know, that is what happens here in the world when people can't talk things out, they fight things out. And it happens between individuals, and it happens between countries, communities. Are we always going to have to revert back to fighting? It's fine when, you know, your leader is Rimuru, but there are so many Clayman leaders in this world, manipulative assholes who are somehow in positions of power, and you're like, how the fuck did you deserve to be there? Why are you there? And, you know, in our world, the thing is, it's not the demon lords who are going to fight things out. They get the people to fight things out, and that's why war happens. And that way, the little people can fight the big people's fights. Crazy. But anyway, very entertaining episode. Let me just quickly score it, and then I would love to hear your opinion, of course. Favorite moment. What did you like? What didn't you like? Where's seasonals? Slime. Episode 10. I think it will be another 9 though, probably. Okay, story-wise, I think the build-up was great. The excitement was great. The action blended in with... I was expecting a little bit more action, but there was still, you know, stuff going around in terms of... Like, I was expecting more... When they started fighting, I expected it to be fighting until the end, but there was still some conversation in between. But, you know, the visuals and everything made up for it. And obviously, Rimuru doesn't want to fight Milim. He just wants to break the spell, but now the spell. So it's very exciting. I'd still give it a 9 out of 10. But I would have given it maybe a 9.5 if there was just a little bit more fighting. I don't know, and it went by really fast, but that's usually a good thing, because time flies when you're having fun, you know. Okay. Characters. Although I hate Clayman, I do think he's well written. The way we feel about him is exactly how we should feel. And you know what I like about him more is that, like, I appreciate stories that can write villains in a way that, okay, people sympathize with them, and it humanizes them, whatever. Like, I can appreciate that being good writing as well. But what I like it when a villain is just a fucking villain and everyone hates them together. Not every single person. Maybe there's someone that is Team Claymon. I don't know. But I appreciate a villain that is written so villainy that very, very few, if anyone, chooses their side. I just appreciate that in a story these days, because I almost feel like too many stories are trying these days to not humanize, more like sympathize with the villains. And there's a quote or a tweet that I read today about, that kind of explains what I think, or what, but not 100%. I don't 100% agree with it. It's just like, I get where you're coming from, and I see that. But now I don't know. I don't remember if I liked the tweet or I just read it. How am I gonna find... Here we go. Okay, let me see. I got the tweet. I mean the account. Here we go. So this is, please take note, I'm not agreeing with this 100% and saying this is like this. I just kind of understand where it's coming from. Mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. Empathy to criminals is contempt to victims. Aid to okay, see, I feel like this is gonna piss people off, and that's why I didn't like it, so I'm gonna skip that part. And then power to the government is enslavement to the people. He who is tolerant of all is attached to none. That was just a reply. The bigger the government, the smaller the citizen. That is more replies. But it's just that one part. I didn't like the whole tweet because it says a lot of little things like that I don't kind of... And I don't want to like something, because sometimes when I like something, people get offended by it because they can see what I like. And one time there was, I liked the Hunter x Hunter tweet that said this character is the best character, and I liked the tweet, and then someone got offended by it, and they attacked me because I hadn't finished watching Hunter x Hunter, and I can't know that this is the best character, and blah, 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 blah. And there was a whole thing about that, so I don't just like tweets anymore. I have to like think, okay, it's dumb, honestly, and I know that I shouldn't worry, who this is gonna offend, but I just think twice now, because not every battle is worth having, even if it pisses people off. I'm just not gonna give people more shit to shit on me about. So anyway, but yeah, this part, mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. Empathy to criminals is contempt to victims. It just made me think. I'm not saying that we shouldn't feel an ounce of empathy for the bad guys and blah blah blah. I'm not saying that at all, but it is something to think about, especially in today's climate where and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's happening so much these days that I start to appreciate a show like this that doesn't have to do it, and we just get a freaking Clayman who kind of like everyone just hates because he's a bad guy, you know. But yeah, it did make me think, how often is that true, and where do we draw the line? But point I'm making for this episode is very well written bad guy, very well written side characters, Guy, Ramirez, even Beretta, who I didn't feel like particularly interested in. Now I'm like, oh well, interesting, there's something there, because of who Guy mentioned, that someone else being involved, and now he's gonna remember Rimur's name, but whatever. Milim, how's that gonna turn out? Shion, she got some nice moments in the episode, but I expect that it will hopefully build more. I'm kind of hoping that Shion will get a moment like Shuna got in the last episode, but not as big. It doesn't have to be that big, because, you know, Shion already got that whole revival moment and everything. But I would like a cool move from her. One big, you know. So I'm going to give 9 for characters. The visuals were, I would say, an 8.5. There were some short bursts of wow. But overall it was less good than last week, if I remember correctly. I think so. But there were, it's just that there were shorter bursts. But the moments with Milim was better. The little scenes with Milim was better than little scenes last time. But overall, the visuals for the last episode was better than the overall visuals here. But that's just my opinion. Audio for this episode, I would give an 8.6. And enjoyment, I would give an 8.9. Which gives us an overall 8.8. Okay, that doesn't change anything. Oops. Where's the undo button? Oh, there. I feel like I don't know why I have to make the difference there, a 9 and an 8.9, only because I slightly enjoyed the last episode a little bit more for some reason. But I think this is fair, 8.8. I don't know why last week's episode was just, maybe it has to do with, you know, when you get a 9 out of 10 episode, you expect the next episode, the episode with Rimuru versus Milim, and the WALPURGIS fight, I expected that to do better than, you know, a Shuna fight. Shuna? Her name is Shuna, right? So maybe in comparison, this was just a little bit underwhelming compared to what I expected. But very, very little. From a 9 to an 8.8. I expected, both are technically a 9. But because this is like Rimuru and the WALPURGIS, and at the moment, I expected more, so it falls a little short, and that's why it's scored lower than the last one, but technically they're both equally good. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so that is it from me. I'm looking forward to the next one. I think we have only one episode left. Wait, let me double check here. Episode 10, episode 11. Oh no, we have 2 more episodes left. So I'm expecting the next one, like it's gonna build and build and build. Well, it's gonna build and build because we have 2 episodes left. So I think it's gonna be a really good finale, and I look forward to sharing my reaction next week. Bye!